Hello there, welcome back to our YouTube channel CAD Camster. Today we will design the simple assembly of MachineWise in SolidWorks 2018, and it is a very good exercise for beginners, and we will draw and sketch each and every part, and at last we will assemble all the parts of this MachineWise assembly. You can see here I have added two special mates to restricts to constrain its motion beyond this base or body. I have added the limit mate to constrain its moving direction, and I have added another one screw mate, which is an advanced mate between this screw rod and this hole in this of movable jaw. So I am going to use this 2D drawing in order to create all these parts. You can see all these dimensions are in millimeter. So before getting started, if you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel, subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any notifications of our latest videos. Now coming on to the part, This is our first part, which is body. This is our part body, and this part is movable jaw. This one is jaw, and this one is screw rod. This one is handle. These are handle cap. This is a chamfer, and I have imported three components, these two nuts and this screw from the design library. You can also import it. And the last part, you can see this part, which is clamping plate. It has also two screws which I have imported from the design library. Now first we will do some drawing reading. This is our first part, body, and this is the top view, and this is the front view, you can see, and this is the section view along this axis AA. First I'm going to start sketching from this front view, this profile, and I will extrude it up to a distance of 100 millimeters here. Then I will make this cutout with the help of this section view at an offset distance of 15 mm up to this edge here. After that I will create these holes and these fillets and these side flanges and these advanced holes with the help of advanced hole tool in SolidWorks. And these two are the oil holes for lubrication perspective. And there are threads. You can see tap thread of M6 up to a depth of 10 mm. So we will see how we can use advanced hole command in this tutorial. So please watch this tutorial from start to end. And if you have any query, please feel free to contact in the comment section. I will try to answer it. Let me exit this assembly. Now go to File, select here New. Now click here Part, click here OK. Now I will select here units millimeter gram second and background plain white. Now first we will sketch our first part, which is here, which you can see. Let me zoom in, which is body of the MachineWise. For that, let me hold on this front view. You can see all the dimensions very clearly. Now if you want to practice on your own, you can pause the video here and you can get all the dimensions. Now first I will select a plane to sketch. For that, select here front plane and click here normal. Now click here sketch. Now select here line command. You can also press the S key to get the shortcut line command. Now I will sketch the profile, create one vertical line from here to here. Now one horizontal towards right. Now sketch this profile. Now vertical towards right and up to here. Now close this sketch like this. Now I will add some dimensions. Looks like it is not showing the constraints. Click here, view sketch relations like this. Now you can see all the constraints. Now select here smart dimension. This distance from here to here is 30 plus 27, which is 57. Now select this edge, enter the value of 57 millimeters. Now this distance from top to bottom is 85 millimeters. Now select this edge, enter the value of 85 millimeters. Now this bottom base length is 220 millimeters from here to here. Select this edge, enter the value of 220 millimeters like this, and from here to here it is 35. Select this edge, enter the value of 35 like this, and this edge length is 25 millimeters. Now select this edge, enter the value of 25 like this. Now this edge here is 5 mm. Select this edge, its length is 5 mm, so enter the value of 5 millimeters. Now click here OK. Now you can see our sketch is fully defined. Now I have to add one fillet here of radius 10 mm. For that, select here fillet command, sketch fillet, and select these two edges like this and enter the value of 10 mm and click here OK. Now we will use extrude command to extrude it, but make sure you extrude about the mid plane. So go to features tab, select here extrude boss base and select here mid plane. Now extrude thickness can be seen from this top view. You can see here 100 mm is the thickness from here to here. Now enter the value of 100 millimeters. Now click here OK like this. Now we have to make a cutout at offset distance of 15 mm from this edge up to this edge. Now one more trick which I am going to tell you, which will be helpful for you to verify whether you are doing it in a wrong way or a right way, I mean your design approach. So you can use this hidden line visible view to verify your approach or part at every stage. Suppose I will select this hidden, suppose let me first select this face and put it to normal. Now you can see I have used front view to sketch this face or part up to this stage. So I am going to select here, let me select here hidden lines visible view. Let me like this. Now you can see when I will hover over my front view, you can see we get the exact same profile which is shown here, which means you can double click on this and verify all your dimensions like this. Sorry, it will be 5. Yeah, it is 5. This is a very good way to approach your design. You can see like this. It is very helpful. Now I will select this face, this one here, to make this cutout at offset distance of 15 millimeters to this edge here. You can see this cutout is not beyond this edge, it is up to this edge. So for that I will select this edge, select this face and make it normal too. Now select your sketch and select this face. Now I will sketch this profile here. For that select your line command. First create a center line. Now select your center line and create a center line at the mid portion like this. Now select here line command again. Now I will sketch this profile. You can see. Now create a line from here to here and up to this point downward and towards left and like this. Now I will assign some dimensions to it. Go to Smart Dimensions. You can see full distance from here to here, it is 60. So from center line it will be 30. Enter the value of 30 millimeters like this. And this height is 10 mm. Select this edge. Enter the value of 10 mm. And from here to here it is 13 mm. Like this. And this is 52 millimeters. So half will be 52 divided by 2 like this. Now we have to assign one more dimensions, which is the gap of this portion. For that let me go through the top view. You can see here the cutout gap is, thickness is 40 millimeters and it is at offset distance on this plane which I am sketching. So I will use an offset of 50 mm by extruding this sketch from this plane. And you can see this distance is 40 millimeters. So from center it will be 20. Now select this edge and the center line. This will be 20 millimeters. Now if you want to assign these dimensions dia, so you can simply, let me delete this. You can do it another way. Now suppose I know the whole distance is 40 millimeters and I want to dimension it at like this 40 millimeters. For that select this edge and select the center line and move your cursor towards the other side of the center line like this. Now you can see it is showing by the whole distance 40. Now you can select it like 40. This is a very good feature of SolidWorks. Now I am going to mirror this profile along this center line axis. For that select here mirror entities and select all these entities like this. Drag and select all these. Now mirror axis will be this and click here OK. Now you can see. Now I am going to use extrude cut, but I will enter an offset distance of 15 mm because you can see from this top view it is at this cut is at an offset distance of 15 millimeters from this surface which I am sketching on. Now go to features, select your extrude cut, and instead of selecting from sketch plane I will select your offset and enter the value of 15 mm. Now direction will be opposite like this. You can see now our cut is starting from an offset of 15 mm from this surface and select here up to vertex and select this edge. Sorry, let me choose here blind and select here up to surface and select the surface like this. You can see the preview. Now click here OK. Now we have got our desired cut. You can see as we wanted. Now we will create these holes, extruded cylinders of thickness 5 mm, which is mentioned here. Now for that I will select this face again, normal to, and sketch. Now select a circle command, create a circle like this, and add one constraint. Select the center of the circle and control select. Hold down the control key and select this origin. Make them vertical. Now you can see the center axis, and from the base it is 30 millimeters. So go to smart dimension and its dia is 32 millimeters, which can be seen from here. So select this circle, enter the value of 32 millimeters, and from base you can see it is 30 millimeters. So select the center, select this origin, and enter the value of 30 millimeters like this. Now go to features. Now I will extrude it up to a distance of 5 millimeters. Sorry, let me sketch one more circle. You can see 20 millimeters dia. Go to circle command, select this point, create a circle. Now enter the value of 20 millimeters dia, which is mentioned here like this. Now go to features, select extrude, and enter the value of 5 millimeters like this. Because here it is mentioned the thickness is 5 mm on both sides. Now click here OK. Now I will sketch on this plane. You can mirror it, but I will sketch. Again, select your circle, create two circles. Now add one constraint, control select these 2 points, make them vertical, go to smart dimension, select this one, enter the value of 32 millimeters, and select this inner circle. Its dia is 20 millimeters, and the center distance from the base is 30, like this. Now go to extrude, enter the value of 5 millimeters, and direction will be this left. Now click here OK. Now this is hollow, so I will expand this sketch and make this sketch visible. Now I will select here extrude cut and select this inner circle only, and select here through all both, because we want the cut to the through all body. Now click here OK. Now let me hide this sketch like this. Now you can see this hole is through all length of this part. Now I will fillet these edges and fillet dimensions. Let me go through the drawing. You can see fillet is of radius 5 millimeters. Now go to fillet, select, enter the value of 5 mm. Now select these two edges, this one and this one, like this. Now click here OK. Now you can see we have created these cylinders, these extrudes, cylindrical extrudes of thickness 5 mm. Now I will create these two oil holes of dia 3 millimeters. Now I will select this face, normal to, and sketch. And sketch one circle here. Now go to smart dimension, select this circle, enter the dia of 3 mm like this. Now you can see it is at the mid. So let me add one constraint. Select this origin point and hold down the control key and select this center point. Make them horizontal. And from this to the center line of this, it is 10 mm. from this edge. Now go to Smart Dimension, select this edge, select the center point, and this distance is 10 mm. Enter the value of 10 mm like this. Now go to Features, select your Extrude Cut, and this cut is up to this cutout of the cylinder. Now I will simply drag it up to so that it is through all this surface, this one. Now click here, OK. Now you can see the cutout here. Now I will sketch on this face, normal to and sketch. Now I will sketch this oil hole here, which is at a distance of 20 millimeters from the edge of this extruded cylindrical flange, and its dia is same. So go to Circle command, select Circle command and create a circle. Go to Smart Dimension, select the circle, enter the value of 3 mm. Now make one relation, select these 2 points, and let me exit the Smart Dimension command. Now select this origin and Control select this center point and make them horizontal. Now go to Smart Dimension, select the center point and select this edge. You can see the distance is 20 millimeters. Enter the value of 20 millimeters. Now click here OK. Now go to Features, select here Extrude Cut, and in the same way I will simply drag this handle up to mid portion of this cutout like this. Okay, you can see it is up to this. Now these are the oil holes. Now in the next step I am going to create these 2 holes, which you can see these are the tap holes, and I am going to create cosmetic threads in these tap holes of M6, means diameters is 6, and these have internal threads. So let me go to the part. Now select this face and normal to like this. Now select here hole wizard. Now select here straight tap. Now standard will be asymmetric and type will be tapped hole. Now select here M6 and the pitch will be 1 mm like this. Now it is asking for the depth of the whole hole. You can see the hole depth is 13 mm and thread is up to only 10 mm. Hole depth is 13 mm, so enter the value of 13 mm like this, and this is the thread, its depth is 10 mm like this. Now you can see, select here with thread callout and check these 2 and select here cosmetic. Now go to positions, select 3D sketch and hover over this face because we want hole on this face. Now create 2 holes like this. Now go to Smart Dimensions. Now we have to dimension these 2 holes. Let me zoom in. You can see center distance from this edge is 12.5 millimeters. So select this edge, center point, and select this edge. This distance is 12.5. Same as here. Select the center point, select this edge. This will be 12.5. Now center to center distance is 60 millimeters. Select these 2 centers, enter the value of 60 mm like this. Now this whole distance is, you can see, 100 mm. So from here to here it is 20. Equidistance like this. Now this will be automatically 20. Now I will click here OK. Now you can see this is dotted circular line. This is a symbol of cosmetic thread. Now it is not showing cosmetic thread because in the settings it is turned off. Now go to settings, document properties and detailing. Now select here shaded cosmetic threads, click here OK. Now you can see it is showing the thread. Now in the next step I am going to create these flanges. I will create only one flange and mirror it to another side. Now for that, select this face and sketch on this face, but I will view from this top face. Now select this top face as normal like this. You can see. Now create one center line. Let me snap the. You can simply create line, select line command, and first select here circle command and create one inner circle of dia 16 mm because radius is 8 mm like this, and dimension it 16 mm. Now select a line command and create one vertical line. Again select a line command like this. Now select a line command again and sketch like this. Later on I will add the fillets. Close this sketch like this. Now create one center line from this center in the downward direction like this. Now go to trim entities and trim this portion. Now I want these lines to be symmetric, so select this line, control select these two lines and make them symmetric like this, and again select these three lines, control select these three lines and make them symmetric so that it don't move. Now I will dimension it. You can see there is a fillet. Now I will add here fillets. Enter the value of 13 mm radius because here the radius is 13 millimeters, and select this edge, this corner and this corner and click here OK. Now I will assign some dimension. Go to smart dimension. From here to here it is 40 millimeters where these arc ends, and the value of 40 millimeters like this, and this whole distance is 120 millimeters, and from here to here it will be automatically 60 because I have added one symmetrical relationship. Now you can see from center to this center it is 154. So from this origin or mid axis it will be 154 divided by 2, same as here the top edges are at 180 millimeters apart, so the mid axis or the origin axis it will be 90 millimeter apart. So select this center point and select this origin point which is at the mid of this. Let me select it again. Select these 2 points. Now this will be 154 divided by 2. Now select this edge. Let me make these two linear, vertical, horizontal, so that they don't move. Now select this edge and select this origin point, and this will be 180 divided by 2. Enter the value of 180 divided by 2 like this. You can see now we have to, this whole distance is 230 millimeters, and this center circle will be at the mid. So go to smart dimension, select this edge and select this center point. This will be 230 divided by 2 like this. Enter the value of 230 divided by 2 like this. Now you can see the preview like this. Now we'll extrude it to a thickness of 20 millimeters here from the front view. Now go to feature, select your extrude boss base. Direction will be opposite and thickness will be 20 like this. Now click here OK. Now select this face again and sketch. Now select here offset entities. So you first select here convert entities and convert these edges into a sketch. Let me select this edge. You can see. Now go to offset entities. Now you can see here the radius of the outer one is 13. So this thickness for offset is 5 mm. 13 minus 8. Enter the value of 5 mm like this and select these edges. You can see it has automatically selected all of them because I have checked here select chain. Now click here OK. I will close these edges. For that, select here N command and select control, connect these two points with the line like this. You can see. Now go to feature, select here extrude boss base and select this region. Sorry, it is not. Drag this point to here to make them coincident. Now you can see it is shaded, means this is a closest sketch now. Now go to extrude. Select this profile. It is automatically selected. Now its thickness is 3 mm because from here to here it is 20 and this is 23. So its thickness is 3 mm like this. Now click here OK. Now there is a fillet on these two edges, this one and this one. Now you can see here the fillet is 3 mm which is at this edge. Now go to fillet, select this edge and enter the value of 3 mm like this. Now click here OK. Again go to fillet. Now you can see there is a fillet of 3 mm here also. Now select this edge and make sure you select here tangent population so that it selects all the edges tangent to the selected edge. Now click here OK. Now we will mirror this profile along this front end. Now select a mirror. I will select this extrude, this fillet, this one and this one. You can see it is showing the preview. Now click here. Unable to create instances. So let me first select the base, this one and this one. Now I will fillet these two. Both of them are of 3 mm. Now click here OK. You can see we have successfully created our first part, which is body. In the next step we will create our second part, which is this handle. Now we will create our second part, which is handle. You can see the drawing of our second part is here. Now there is two ways to create this part. Either you can use the extrude command, several step extrudes to create this profile, or you can simply create this half profile along this mid axis and then you can use revolve command to create the whole profile. Now I'm going to use the second approach using the revolve command. So first I'm going to create an construction line, a horizontal construction line of length 210 millimeters. Then I will create this half profile and use revolve command, and our revolve axis will be that center line which we have created of length 210 millimeters. Now let's get back to the software screen. Now go to file, select here new. Now select here plot and OK. Now select here millimeter gram second and select this background to plain white. Now select this front plane, normal to and sketch. Now select here center line and create a center line of length 210 millimeters. Now go to Smart Dimension, select this center line and enter the value of 210 millimeters like this. Now we have to create this half profile. First we will move 2.5 mm upward, then 5 mm in towards right, then 2.5 mm upward again, and then we will move 200 mm up to here, then 2.5 mm downward, then 5 mm towards right, then 2.5 mm downward. So let's sketch this. Select here line command, create a vertical line in upward direction of length, because hole is 5 mm, so half will be 2.5 mm like this, then 5 mm towards right, again 2.5 mm, now 200 mm like this, then these two will be collinear or horizontal like this. Sorry, let me select it again. Like this. Now I will add some constraints. Select this line and make them horizontal. Or you can simply select these 2 points and make them horizontal like this so that they don't move. Now I will assign some dimensions. Go to Smart Dimensions. Now select this. You can see its whole dia is to 5 mm. So half will be 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5 mm. So this edge length will be 2.5 millimeters like this, and this will be 5 mm here. Select this edge, enter the value of 5 mm like this. Now this will be 200 from here to here. Select this edge, enter the value of 200 millimeters like this. Again select this one, this will be 2.5 millimeters like this. Now you can see our sketch is fully defined. Now we will use revolve command, but before using revolve command, select this center line and uncheck this construction geometry, because when you will use revolve command it will show open geometry. Now select here revolve command. Now select this axis like this. You can see it is showing the preview. Now click here OK. This is our second part, handle. Now in next step we will create our third part. Our third part is jaw. We will create it in the next step. Now we will create our third part, which is jaw. This is the drawing of our third part, jaw. First I will create this rectangle of length 100 mm and width and height 28 mm. Then I will extrude it up to a thickness of 8 mm. Then you can see here there are two holes which are actually countersunk holes. This symbol of V, it shows that these holes are countersunk, and you can see the outer hole is of diameter 12 mm and the inner one, which is here, is of 6.3 millimeters, and these are two holes and these are up to through all this thickness. So first I will select here part, new, and OK. Now select here millimeter gram second and plain white. Now select here front plane, normal to and sketch. Now select your center rectangle snap this point, origin point, and create a rectangle. Now go to Smart Dimension, assign dimensions. This length is 100 mm. Select this edge, enter the value of 100 mm like this. Now this height is 28 millimeters. Enter the value of 28 millimeters like this. Now go to features, select here extrude and enter the value of 8 millimeter like this. Mid plane, okay. Now select this face and normal too. Now go to here hole wizard. Now I will select here legacy hole and select here countersunk. Now if you are wondering what is the difference between countersunk and countersunk drilled, there is nothing difference except the base. In drilled you will get that conical end, and in counterbored, simply counterbored, you will get a straight end like these, and in conical at the bottom you will get in these drilled type holes. Now I will select here countersunk like this. You can see here the flat end is here. Now if I select here countersunk drilled, you can see here one angle is also added, 118 degree. Now I will select here countersunk like this. Now I have to assign dimensions. You can see this 20 mm diameter is this diameter, but we have this diameter is 6.3. Enter the value of 6.3. Depth will be hole 8 mm and angle is here 90 degree. Enter the value of 90 degree and double click on this dia. Casing dia is 12 mm. Now go to positions, select 3D sketch and create 2 like this. Now go to Smart Dimension. Now you can see center to center distance is 60. And from this side this hole is 100 and this is 60, means from here to left it is 20. So this will be automatically 20. And from base it is 28 divided by 2 because it is at the middle. Or you can see here, sorry, it is not at the middle, it is 12.5 mm from the top, which is mentioned here. Select these center and these. Enter the value of 12.5. Now select the center point and select this top edge. Enter the value of 12.5 like this. Let me verify these dimensions again. Yes. Now click here OK. Now you can see we have created this. Now if you want to verify, you can select this top plane and section view. Now you can see it is exactly same as this section view. Now let me exit the section view. Now this is our third part. Save it, which is jaw. In the next step we will create our next part, which is movable jaw, this one. Now we will design our next part, which is part number 4, movable jaw. Now this is the drawing of our part number 4. You can see this is the front view and this is the side view and this is the bottom view, not the top view. And you can see there are threads, tap threads into these two holes and this one and these two bottom one. All the dimensions are mentioned here. Now we will start creating from this front view. We will first create this front view, then we will create these fillets. or you can say we will create this sketch and use extrude cut to make this profile, and at last we will create these holes. So let's get started. Go to file, select here new, select here part and OK. Now select here millimeter gram second and select here plane white. Now select here front plane, click here normal to and sketch. Now select here center line. I will create only half profile, other half I will mirror. Now create a center line like this. Now the length of the center line will be 25 plus 3 mm, which is 28 plus 45. This whole length will be 28 plus 45. Go to smart dimension, select the center line. This will be 28 plus 45, 73. Now go to line command and create this half T profile like this. Now go to smart dimension. Now this one will be 25 because whole distance is 50. If you want to dimension it by 50, you can also do that. For that, let me delete this. Now go to smart dimension, select this edge and move your cursor towards the other side of the center line like this. You can see it is showing by the whole distance. This will be 50. Now this distance will be also 50. From here to it will be 50, but I want it to show by the whole distance 100 like this. Now this distance will be 30 because this whole distance is 100 and this is 40. So the sum of these two will be 60. So the one of them, each of them will be of 30 millimeters. Now select this one. Sorry, this height. Sorry, this is not 50, this is 40 like this, because its thickness will be its extrude distance will be 50 mm. Now this height will be 45 from here to here. Now select this one and this one. This will be 45 like this. Now go to mirror command and drag and select these entities like this. Now select the mirror axis like this. Now go to features, select here extrude boss base and enter the value of 50 mm, because here you can see it is 50 mm thickness. Now select here mid plane like this. Click here OK. Now you can see this is our front view. You can see. Now we have to create this profile. For that I will sketch on this face. Select this face, normal to and sketch. Now select again this face and convert entities like this. Now select your line command and create a profile like this. You can see this is our profile. I have to create one more profile like this. Now select your fillet and create two fillets here and here. Here it is 3 mm and here it is of radius 10 mm. So enter the value of 3 mm, select this corner and select this corner, enter the value of 10 mm and select these two corners like this. Sorry, let me delete this relation. Now I will fillet it later. Now I will assign some dimension. Go to smart dimension. Here it is, you can see 10 mm from this edge. Go to smart dimension, this will be 3. Select these two edges, this will be 3 mm. Now from here to this edge, this will be 10 mm. And from this to this edge, this will be 25, which is actually 25. Now from here to this edge, this will be 35. Enter the value of 35 like this. Let me drag this like this. Now this will be 5 mm. Go to smart dimension, enter the value of 5 mm like this. Now go to feature, select an extrude cut and select these two regions and select here through all both and click here OK. Now you can see we have to make one more fillet. Go to fillet and enter the value of 10 mm and select this edge like this. Now you can see, if we will switch back to normal to this view, you can see this is our profile, required profile of the side view. Now we have to create some holes. Now for that, first I will create this internal threads. Select this face, normal to, and you can create a hole. Now first we will create this hole of 18 mm dia up to 50 mm and 6H is the tolerance of the fit. Now select here hole wizard and select here legacy hole and simple hole. Now enter value of depth 50 mm and diameter will be 18. Double click, edit and enter the value of 18 mm. Now go to position, select 3D sketch and position it like this. Now smart dimension. Now from here this edge up to this center, this will be 20 because whole distance is 40 like this. Now from this edge it is 27. Select this center and this edge, this will be 27 like this. Now click here OK. You can see. Now select here thread. Now thread location will be this edge and starting face will be, let me select this face and it will be blind, or enter the value of 50 mm like this. Now select here metric tab and thread type will be, size will be M20 into 2, which is mentioned into the drawing. You can see the preview like this, and select your right hand side thread and click here OK. Now we have created the thread. Now I will create these holes, but in these holes there is also a thread, but I am not going to use the actual cut thread. For these holes I am going to use the cosmetic thread. Now select this face and normal to. Now go to here hole wizard and select here straight tab. Now select here asymmetric and tab hole. Now we have to specify the size of the hole. You can see the size is M6. Select here M6 and pitch will be 1 mm. Now it is asking for the hole depth. You can see this hole depth is 13 mm and the thread depth is 10 mm. So this will be 13 and this will be 10. Now select here cosmetic thread and uncheck this near side countersink and check here with thread callout. Now go to position, select 3D sketch and position them. Now we have to specify the location. Go to smart dimension. You can see from this edge here, this is 15.5 like this. Again select this center, select this edge. This will be 15.5. Now center to center is 60 mm. Select these two centers. This will be 60, and from any of the edge it is 20 because hole distance is 100 mm like this. Now you can see these centers turned black, which means it is fully defined. Now click here OK. Now let me do some settings so that we can see the cosmetic thread. Now click here shaded cosmetic. Now you can see we can see the thread here, cosmetic thread. Now in the same way we have to create holes at the bottom. Normal to. Now go to again hole wizard, select here straight tab and asymmetric tabbed hole, and size will be the same M6, which will be, and dimensions all of them are same. Sorry, this hole distance will be 13 and this will be 10. Looks like in the previous one I have entered 15. First I will get this one, then later on I will check it the previous one. Now these are the end conditions. Uncheck this thread class. Now select your position, 3D sketch and position them like this. Now go to smart dimension. From center to center it is 24 and hole distance is here 40. So from here to this one, it will be 8 mm from these two edges. Select this edge and this one, this will be 8 mm. So this will be automatically 8 mm. Now we have to specify from the top or edge or bottom edge. Now you can see this hole will be 50, so it will be at the middle. So from top edge this will be 25. Again select this top edge sorry, let me edit this. Go to smart dimension, select this one and this one. Looks like it is not snapping the top edge, but it is snapping it in a wrong way. Snap this 25. Now it is fully defined. Now click here OK. You can see our threads are made, cosmetic threads. Now this is our fourth part movable jaw is ready. Now in the next step we will create our next part, which is this screw rod. Now we will draw our next part, which is part number 5, screw rod, with the help of this drawing. You can use two approaches. You can either use extrude command or you can use revolve command. I am going to use extrude command. And so let's get started. First select here file. Let me select here part and click here OK. Now select here millimeter gram second and select background to plain white. Now select here sketch and front plane to sketch and sketch circles. Let me check this option, sketch numeric input. Now what will this happen? Now you can see when I make this option visible, now if I draw anything, you can see a boxes appear. So this helps the user to enter the value dynamically while sketching. So it saves the time, lot of time of dimensioning the sketches. Now go to circle command, select circle, snap this point and create a circle of diameter 32 mm and extrude it up to a distance of 40 mm. Now enter the value of 32 mm like this. Now go to feature, select extrude and extrude up to 40 millimeters like this. Now select this face again, normal to and sketch, select circle command again. Now create circle of dia 20 millimeters and extrude up to a distance of, you can see 170 plus 40, 210 mm. Go to feature, select extrude and enter the value of 40 plus 170, 210 mm. Now click here OK. Now again select this face, sketch, select circle command and create a circle of dia 12 mm and extrude it up to a distance of 18 millimeters. Now enter the value of 12 mm. Now go to feature, select here extrude boss base and enter the value of 18 millimeters like this. Now again select this face, sketch, circle command. Now the dia will be 10 mm and extrude distance will be, depth will be 12 mm or height 22 mm. Diameter is 10, enter the value of 10 mm. Now go to features, select here extrude boss base and enter the value of 22 millimeters like this. Now click here OK. Now you can see, now we will create one fillet on this edge of radius 3 mm. Now go to fillet, select this edge and enter the value of 3 mm like this.
Now you can see this is the mid plane. Now I will sketch on this face, this plane. Now normal to and sketch. Now select circle command and create a circle of dia 10 mm. Enter the value of 10 mm like this. Now add one constraint. Select the center point of the circle and hold down the control key and select this origin point and make them vertical. Now go to smart dimension. From this edge it is 20. Select the center point. Select this center point and select this. Let me select this edge and this will be 20. Now go to features, select here extrude cut. Now select here through wall both. Now click here OK. You can see we have got the cut through wall which is mentioned here. Now we have to create these two threads of M20 dia and pitch 2 mm and here M10 of pitch 1.5 mm. Now for that select here thread. Now first select this edge. Now we have to specify the end condition which is the 22 mm length. We want thread up to 22 mm. Now we have to specify the starting face will be this face. Now we have to select here metric tab. For internal threads we use tab and for external threads or male threads we use metric die. Now you can see we have selected metric die. Now we have to specify the size of the thread. Now you can see here the size is M10 1.5. Now select here M10 1.5 like this. It is calculating. Now you can see the preview M10.5. Now select here cut thread and right hand side thread. Now click here OK. You can see this is our clean thread. Now again we will select this thread command. Now I will select this edge and this face as a starting face. Now we have to specify the end condition. Now we have to go back to the drawing. You can see we have selected this edge and our thread is up to only this 170 mm. So I will select, enter the value of 170 like this. Now we have to specify metric die. Okay, it is okay. Now we have to specify the type or size which will be 20 M20 and 2 mm is the pitch like this. Now select your cut thread. Now click here OK. Now you can see this is our fine thread. In this way we can create our part number 5 which is a screw rod. In the next step we will create our part number 6 and our part number 6 is this washer. Now we will design our next part which is washer, which is part number 6, and this is a drawing of our next part, washer. Now select here file, select here new and click here OK. Now let me choose here background to plain white. Now select here front plane to sketch and click here normal to. Now select here sketch and create two circles of dia 10.5 and 32 millimeters and then extrude them up to a thickness of 6 mm. Create two circles, enter the value of 10.5 and again select this point and create another circle of 32. You can see. Now go to feature, select here extrude boss base and enter the value thickness value 6 mm. Enter the value of 6 mm like this and click here OK. This is our next part number 6, washer. In the next step we will design our part number 7, which is this clamping plate. Now we will design our part number 7, which is clamping plate. First I am going to create this square of 50 by 50 mm. Then I will extrude it up to a distance of 8 millimeters. Here it is given. Now these are the hole callouts, and you can see this is a countersunk type hole. The whole outer one here, the diameter of hole is 12 mm, and here at the countersunk neck the dia is 6.3 mm, and this is through all this thickness 8 mm. Now let's create this our part number 7. Go to file, select here new, select part, click here OK. Now select here millimeter gram second and select here plain white. Now select here front plane, sketch and normal to. Now select here center rectangle, create a rectangle of dimension 50, enter the value of 50, press the tab key, enter the value of 50. You can see. Now go to features, select here extrude, enter the thickness of 8 millimeters. Now click here OK. Now select this face and normal to. Now select here hole wizard, select here legacy hole and select here countersunk. Now we have to edit the dimensions. Double click on these dimensions to edit them. Now you can see. Let me zoom in. This dimension dia will be the dia below, which is 6.3. Hole distance is 8 mm. This one is 90 degree angle and this one is 12 mm. All these dimensions are correct, so I will not edit them. Now go to position, select 3D sketch. Now I will specify the positions. Select these two positions like this. Now go to smart dimension, select this edge and this center. This will be 25. Again select this edge and this center. This will be 25 millimeters like this. Now we have to specify the center to center distance and distance of any one center from these two edges. Now center to center is 24 and from this edge it is 13. Now select these two centers. This is 24. Now select the center, select this one. This is third. Now click here OK. You can see we have created our part number 7, which is clamping plate. And the next step we will create our next part, which is part number 8, handle cap. Now we will design our next part, which is part number 8, handle cap. And this is the drawing of our part number 8, handle cap. So let's design it. Now select your file, select your new, select part, click here OK. Now select your millimeter gram second and switch to plain white background. Now select front plane, normal to, and click here sketch. Now create one center line. Like this. Now select here 3-point arc and create arc from here to here like this. Now I will assign some dimensions. You can see its outer dia is 16 mm. Go to smart dimension. This will be 16 mm. Now its radius will be 8 like this. Now select here revolve boss face. Now click here yes and OK. Now select this top plane and normal to and sketch. Now sketch a circle of dia 5 mm. Enter the value of 5 mm. Now go to feature, select here extrude cut. Now you can see the direction will be opposite and the depth will be 5 mm here. 5 millimeters. Enter the value of 5 millimeters like this. Now click here OK. You can see this is our handle cap. In the next step we will assemble all these parts, and these 3 parts we will import from the design library while in the assembly mode. Now we will assemble all the parts which we have created earlier. For that, select your file, select your new, select assembly. Now click here OK. Let me select here background to plain white and millimeter gram second system. Now first we will import our first body, which is our base body like this. Now make this body fixed. It is automatically fixed. You can see because here float option is showing, means our body is automatically fixed. It cannot be rotated. Now we will import our second part, this movable jaw. Now select this face, select your mate and select this face. You can see, and make them coincident. Click here coincident or here this pop-up mate bar. Now select this edge and this circle. Make them, sorry, let me delete this one, and looks like I haven't selected proper edge. Now select this edge, select your mate and select this edge or this cutout, cylindrical cutout, and make them concentric relation. Now click here OK. Now you can see our part can move inside this cutout like this. Now select here insert component, insert this washer like this. Now select this edge, select your mate and select this edge like this. Now select this face and select this face and make them coincident. Now click here OK. Now we will insert some more components. Click here, insert components, and insert this jaw plate. Jaw like this. Now select here, rotate, and select this plate like this. Now go to assembly, select here mate, and select this cutout and this cutout. Direction will be, let me uncheck these and rotate this part like this. Now select here mate, select this cutout and this edge and make them concentric. Now again select this cutout and this one like this. Now you can see, now we have to add one more constraint. I will select this face and this face and mate them using coincident mate. Now click here OK. You can see both of them are concentric to these holes, countersunk holes. Now I will select this part and right click and select here copy with mates. Now it is asking for the concentric relation. Now first I will select this one, and the second relation I want with this one, and I want to mate it with this one. Now click here OK. Looks like it is mated in reverse direction, so let me select this and delete this. I will manually do it. Insert components, select this jaw and rotate it like this. Let me select this cutout, select your mate, select this cutout, make them concentric. Now drag this like this. Now select this one and this cutout like this. Sorry, it is reversed. Let me delete its mate. Now we will rotate it because it is in the reverse direction. Now select your rotate like this. Now click here OK. Now select your mate. Now select this cutout and this cylindrical cutout and make them concentric. Again in the same way, select here this cutout and this one. Make them concentric relation and click here OK. Now select this face and this face and mate them using coincident mate. Now click here OK. You can see we have assembled both these jaw and the moving jaw. Now in the next step we will insert some other components. This clamping plate, now rotate it like this. Now rotate this model like this. Now select this. Now select mate command and select this cutout like this, and any of these two cutouts inside edge. Now make them concentric. Click here OK. Now again you can see, now I have to select this one and this cutout. Now click, make them concentric. Now select these two faces and make the coincident relationship. Click here coincident and OK. You can see our clamping plate is assembled with this moving jaw. Later on we will insert screws in all these holes. Now suppose, now I will insert another component which is our screw rod. Here, insert it. Now click here this like this. Now select this face, select here mate and select this inside face. Now make them concentric. Click here OK. Now select this face and this face. Make them coincident. Click here OK. You can see. Now go to insert components. Select this handle and insert it like this. Now select this face, click here mate and select this inside surface of this cutout and make them concentric. Click here OK. Now insert the handle cap, this one like this. Now select this surface, click here mate. Now select the inside surface of this ball, make them concentric. Now I will add one more relation. I will insert this end surface and this one, make them coincident. Sorry, let me clear section and drag it like this. Now select this face, click here mate and select the inside face, this one, and make them coincident like this and click here OK. Now right click on this handle cap and select here copy with mates. Now click on this arrow. Now it is asking for the concentric surface. Select this surface and coincident with this one. You can see like this. Now click here OK. Now exit this copy bitmap command. Now you can see. Let me lock this position. Select here the surface and mate and lock this with respect to this one. You can see now our inside handle will not move. Now we have to Now I will add one screw mate so that when I move my jaw, or you can say when I move my screw rod, my jaw rotates. For that, let me drag this movable jaw to here. Now go to mate section and expand this mechanical mate, and under this section select here screw. Now here enter the value of 0.1. Now we have to specify the components. Now select this face, this one, like this, and here also select this inside face. Now enter the value of 0.1 and click here OK. Now you can see when it is successfully added, when I rotate my handle, my jaw rotates, but you can see it is rotating beyond this cutout. So what if I want to limit that its path so that it cannot move beyond this and this? So for that, let me add one mate, temporary mate, so that I can calculate the distance, maximum distance between these two plates. For that, select here mate command and select this face and this face. This is a temporary mate which I am mating. Now select here coincident and click here OK. Now go to evaluate, select here measure, select these two faces. You can see their normal distance is 109 mm. Now I will expand this mate section, delete the recent mate which I have just created, delete this. Now again go to mate section and expand this advanced mate and click here distance mate. When you will click here, select this face and this face. You can see now I want to add some limit to this mates. Now for maximum section, maximum value will be 109 mm between these two faces, and minimum distance I want to be 0 mm. Now click here OK. Now let me exit this mate command. Now you can see when I move this movable jaw, it cannot goes beyond this cutout, and here it cannot goes beyond with this plate. So with the help of limit mate, we can easily constrain the length or path of any component. Now you can see if I rotate my handle like this, I can easily move my jaw. Now we will import some other components from the design library. For that, click here design library and click here toolbox. Now click here add in toolbox. Now click here asymmetric and nuts. Select here hex nuts. Now we will add here 2 nuts. First select this hex jam nut, drag this and select this face. It will automatically detect the size. M10. Now click on this check mark. Now press the escape key or drag this up to here. Later on I will add constant relationship between all of them. Now again select here and drag this nut, heavy hex nut, Now it has automatically selected the size of M12. Now click here OK. Now escape key. Now select your mate command. Select this face and this face. Make them coincident. Now select this face and this face. Make them coincident. So let me looks like it has got some default relation. Delete these two relations. Now select this face, select your mate command and select this face, make them coincident, click here OK. Now select this face and this face, make them coincident like this. You can see. Now we will add a screw to all these 6 holes. 4 of them are here, these, and 2 of them are below. Now go to again design library. Now click here back again. Now select, go under this bolt and screw section. Now select here machine screws and drag this flathead. It is automatically detected the size. Now click here OK. Now again drag this up to this countersunk face. Click. Again select this surface. Again select this surface. Now 2 of them are below. Now select this surface and this one. Now press the escape key. Now you can see we have assembled all our parts. Now let me add some appearances. Now select these two like this. Now suppose I want to animate this motion and save that motion. For that I have to select a motion study and expand this section like this. Let me put it to the proper position like this. Like this. Now expand this and first right click on this and click here disable playback of view keys and disable view key creation. Now drag this timeline up to 4 seconds like this. Now at 4 seconds I want this movable jaw in this position. Now again select this timeline, drag it up to the, looks like it is calculating, drag it up to this 8 seconds, and after the 8th second I want this jaw to be at the initial position like this. Now you can see keys are created. Now if I will play these keys like this, you can see it is calculating. Now suppose if you want to save this animation, all you have to do, click on this save animation and enter the name and select here AVI file format and select here 16:9 like this and select here entire animation, enter the frame and click here save and select here full frames uncompressed and click here OK. I have already saved. It will calculate after clicking OK and will be automatically saved. I am not saving because I had already saved this animation. Now in this way we can create this machine wise assembly. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. And if you are stuck somewhere or need any suggestions, feel free to ask us in the comment section. Thank you.